Hello, Let's Do Video viewers, and Mark, welcome back to the boardroom. Mark, can you please introduce yourself again to our viewers?
That's okay. Yeah, thanks, David. Good to be back. I'm the United States representative for Vedubox, so good to be back.
Now, I appreciate you being here, and I was thinking of you recently. I was invited to moderate a webinar for an organization in our industry, and there were,
Mhm.
2 or 300 people in the webinar. And at the end, after we went through all the topics, the host said, "Now make sure to go to the website to fill out the forms to do the stuff to get your credits and certifications for this." And she told me afterwards she has to check a list of attendees and compare it and everything. And I was thinking, you told me, you told me everything's easy with Vedubox. So I'm wondering, and I saw on the website here, let me show our viewers certification, share on LinkedIn. You got a bunch of things going on here. So let's say I set this up. At the end of the course, how many spreadsheets do I got to check? How manual is the procedure to send out the certifications?
There are no spreadsheets involved, and the process is really seamless. Whenever someone completes a course, it triggers everything and does things automatically. So there's really minimal involvement other than just setting it up on the back end.
Nice. Now the next thing is, okay, it's great that it just takes care of it, makes it easy, but these certifications are important to these organizations, and they want their own branding on it. They want real customization, not just, okay, your logo goes in the corner and we'll call that customization. How powerful is the customization? What can I do with these certifications?
Yeah, so the LMS administrator has full capability to customize and add, branding, which includes logos, colors, designing it. You can use pre-built templates that are within the system, or you can go and make your own PowerPoints and import those in. So you've got a lot of flexibility with what you can do with the certificates.
You were mentioning something about Canva before. Oh,
Yeah, it integrates with Canva, so you can actually go and create certificates there, and so that integration is part of the system. So that's another great feature.
that's really, I've actually, Canva just had a big event and announcement of all their new features, and I've been meeting with the Canva team. Ooh, they got some good stuff. So when you said Canva was involved in this, I'm like, that's what I'm going to use to customize my
Yeah,
certifications.
absolutely.
Now the next thing, so okay, so I have my classes over. I have my students that I'm ready to give the certifications. How do I send them out? Again, you said no spreadsheets, but without a spreadsheet, how do I know how to email them to?
Well, internally, it's got IDs and emails and stuff like that that it's keeping up on the back end. So it knows if I'm logged in as a user, Mark Burke, and I've got my email attached to it, it knows by ID, and so that's how it sends it all out.
Oh, so the system just sends it out, just emails it out.
Yes,
Oh, so I don't have
right.
to worry about that.
No, you don't have
Oh.
to worry about any of that stuff.
Now, well, speaking of worry, the one thing that we always worry about is security, fakers. I like to think most people are good out there. No one's gonna like photocopy and print out a fake certificate, but you know what? People do. I hate to say it, people do. Is there any kind of security if someone shows me a certificate, I can know they really took the course?
Yeah, there's really you can't fake the system again. It's going off IDs and the courses that they're taking, and it's all their personal information that it's tracking. It's doing a lot on the back end, so you don't have to worry about people being able to fake taking a course.
Awesome. Now, I think I already know the answer to this because I've been, you guys gave me an account. I've been playing around. I've been poking in, and I've seen how everything is all integrated. So the
hmm
setup, this isn't going to be like a complete different system I have to learn. It's just going to be part of, it's not something that was integrated later. This is part of how it works. So is the setup as easy as I think it's going to be?
Yeah, once you dive down into the courses and go to the admin side of it, it's really not a lot to be able to configure. Um, we will guide people through, and support is there to help. Set it up the first time. Once you do it, it's very simple.
Now, another thing I love about certificates, I always think of them in terms of, credibility afterwards, proving that you have the knowledge, proving that you took the course. But I think it also helps to motivate. Now, maybe it's just me. I'm a video gamer. So if you tell me
hmm
that if I sit here and press the right buttons for a half an hour, I'm going to get a gold star, I'm going to press those buttons till I get the gold star. It's just my brain is triggered that way. But
Right.
you've been working with this. You've been using this. Do you find that the certifications make the students take another course, take another class, sit through it a little bit longer? Is it motivating for everyone?
I like to think so. I mean, classic example is I just did a training today for something that I needed to get a certificate on, and yeah, you go through it, and you get to the end of it, and you get the certification, and then the other thing is once you get it, you can share this with other people on LinkedIn. So there's a direct share option built into the system, which is really good.
That ties in. I see that up there, the share on LinkedIn. That's motivating too. And it's funny the way we live out loud these days. It's not enough that, ooh, I feel good, I got a certification. I got to share it on social. So that kind of makes me I want to finish this so I can share it on social. Um,
Exactly. Yep.
so what kind of courses are we talking about? I mentioned I did a webinar. Would it work with that, or is this more for like lockdown, selling to higher education, or can corporate training use this? What are we using our certifications for?
Yeah, I mean it's open to pretty much any industry. I mean, um, financial, education. I mean, any type of company that has courses and certificates that they want to give to their students. As long as they have the system, they'll be able to use it to be able to automate the entire certificate process. So any company can use it. There's no limits.
So, now the next question, I almost don't even want to ask it because I want to assume that it's there. I want all products to have this there. I want language support, but particularly for education because a lot of what we're going to be talking about is learning all this new stuff with AI, and that's international. I mean, everyone in every language needs to be learning this. So I think again, I already know the answer, but what kind of language support do we have for this?
By language support, you mean like I do know that um, I can't remember all the languages right offhand, but Portuguese is one, German, French. There's other languages that the system supports. And one of the things about the support team is if there is a language barrier and they don't have that supported, they will work with you to get the web files and everything translated into a language that may not be available. So that's something I've personally worked with the support team at Vedubox and with the customer to get things translated into another language. So that's another great thing that the support team is really really awesome.
Great. And finally, I just want to make it clear when I think of us, when I describe this app and describe how easy it is to use and how simple it is to use, my brain says SMB, small medium business tool. But you keep reminding me that this is for scale, and that applies to the certifications as well. This is for big organizations.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's built for enterprise scale. I mean, you can have hundreds of users, thousands of users, and um, all the system is on Microsoft servers, and stuff like that. So it's got plenty of capability and scalability for any organization.
Great. Well, okay. I think I've learned everything I need to know about Vedubox certifications.
You ready to go sign up?
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to start getting my gold stars here. And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna have to have you back because every time I look at the website, I see other features that are just I'm like, oh wait, we need to dive in. So thank you again for being here.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yep, and thank you everyone for watching. Please like and
All right.
subscribe. Take care.